And welcome to Inside Greeley as we welcome August in, and late this month will be the third annual revival of an exciting event that will be hosted in Greeley on Saturday the 27th of this month, somewhat in conjunction with the Farmers Market. And we speak of the AgriCULTURE Fest and Feast. And joining me, nearest to me, Emily TILTON of the Greeley TRIBUNE, which is a co-sponsor and coordinator of the event. Emily, nice to have you with us.
Thanks, Bob. It's great to be here.
Susan Nelson also is with us, and Susan is the Vice President of the Greeley Creative District and also one of the coordinators and sponsors of the event. Susan, as mentioned, third annual event, and how does it all tie in with your special district?
The Greeley Creative District is actually part of a statewide program to emphasize and bring attention to how the arts and culture are a big economic driver and a big tourist industry in Colorado. So our district has been part of the program essentially since the beginning, and we have been charged kind of with the idea of not only celebrating the arts but also celebrating our culture and our heritage. And of course, agriculture is a big part of how we all got here. In addition to that, the culinary arts are a big player in any kind of arts and culture situation, and agriculture makes food, food creates raw material for chefs, and then we get to benefit from what they come up with. That's how we came up with the idea of a feast to celebrate this.
Even I understand this. It makes a lot of sense. Emily, a little bit too, as I perhaps enunciated at the beginning, all is kind of held in concert and in combination or side by side with the farmers market.
Right. We actually are going to be starting the day off 9 o'clock. We're going to start the Agriculture Fest. The festival starts off the day. We're going to have it down here. We'll have it side by side with the farmers market, but we're going to be bringing in live musical acts. We're going to have a great lineup that we'll be announcing shortly, and then we're also going to have a petting zoo. We've got some great educational displays, some great food and vendors. So it'll be a great day. Beer garden too.
Okay, well, sounds like a lot of elements for a lot of fun. Susan, I said, you know, as a lot of these events thankfully are really kind of family oriented. And
absolutely, absolutely. The fest part of the day, which starts at 9 o'clock, goes until 3, is free of charge. So come enjoy. Obviously the beer and the food aren't quite free, but nevertheless the music is, as are the demonstrations. Then the feast in the evening is a ticketed event, and on the website greeleytribune.com/agriculturefest there is a link to buy your tickets, and the proceeds from that are actually a fundraiser for the Creative District. And we have all the chefs that are participating, our volunteers. All of the food is donated, so we have a great time. We start with a cocktail hour at 6, and then meal that will be no less than 6 courses, I promise you, and it's going to be outstanding.
Emily, obviously we don't need to enunciate too prominently for anybody that's been in Greeley and Weld County for any length of time whatsoever about the importance and the heritage that's involved in agriculture in our area for decades, centuries.
Absolutely. You know, it doesn't matter what we currently are doing in life. It doesn't matter really whether we're working in agricultural fields or not, but what we do know is that there's a tremendous quality of life for all of us that choose to call Greeley and Weld County home, and all of that can be contributed back to agricultural roots. We've also had such a deep history of advancements and really being trendsetters in the industry and other industries that this is our celebration. This is really about where we came from, and it's absolutely about where we're going.
Okay. Susan, a little bit more about the menu and some of the food and the offerings and connected with the feast.
My notes
By
here.
all means.
We are going to start with some wonderful past appetizers. So there will be waiters and waitresses walking around. Actually, the way we're going to have this set up is we're going to start back behind the station where I'm not sure many people have gone. There's a beautiful shaded patio area back there. So we will have a bar and the cocktail hour and the hors d'oeuvres back there. One of my favorite things is one of the fellows at UNC is doing an ice sculpture that will have little portholes in it that will actually have soup shooters. The Super Ice Station, they're calling it. I can hardly wait to see that. I think that'll be fun. So it's not only a visual, but it's also that wonderful taste thing. We've got things made out of local products. So they're looking at making some peppercorn muffin poppers. One of the things they're going to be doing is getting the spent grains from WeldWorks Brewery and making rolls out of spent grains. So a lot of interesting ways of looking at and using local products.
Okay, sounds like a wonderful plan. And Emily, obviously it'll be held right here adjacent to the headquarters of the Greeley Chamber of Commerce, the historic downtown Greeley Depot and the 900 block of 7th Avenue. What else?
You know, we're going to have an antique tractor show. There's just something for everybody. You can absolutely embrace the day. You can come out for a little while. You can come and just enjoy yourself, learn a lot, and celebrate.
Okay, Susan, did we say what the time the feast time starts?
6 o'clock.
It's at 6 o'clock. Okay, and Emily, there is information available online and a little bit about how people get tickets in advance, if you might.
Absolutely. We are on Facebook. You can find us at Agriculture Fest and Feast. There's a whole Facebook page that you should follow. We'll be posting updates. And also GreeleyTribune.com/agriculturefest. And that will get you connected to everywhere you want to be.
Saturday, August the 27th, it's the 3rd annual Agriculture Fest and Feast, co-sponsored by the Greeley Tribune and the Greeley Creative Districting. I'm Emily TILTON of the Greeley Tribune, our guest, along with Susan Nelson, Vice President of the Creative District, our guests on Inside Greeley.